Oh, they're siblings. Fun. Oh, is this like them? Oh, this is so cool. Okay, that's confusing. That's vague. That thing is freaky. What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Ben, and today I'll be reacting to The Legend of Korra Season 2, Episode 1. I'm very excited to just get into this season now. The last season I thought was really good. It balanced both this larger story of the city and the world while also carrying on Korra's development and getting her into this new avatar, and she's trying to find her place in this world that is so much different from Aang's. The overarching story in season 1 I really loved, with the whole bending supremacy side of everything, so I'm really looking forward to see what kind of story season 2 has in store, especially with like the villain or the antagonist, because Aang was absolutely amazing. I've been told that the villains for this show are great, so I cannot wait to see what is going to be up against Korra this time. But yeah, at the end of the last episode, we got to see that Korra got the avatar state, she met Aang, and she has airbending. So she has now all the stuff to be the full avatar now. So I cannot wait to see how she sort of finds herself in the city with these abilities now. Almost hoping maybe some time has passed since Aman's defeat, because you got to deal with the whole aftermath of everything. But I also want to see Korra and how she can now fit in with the city now that she knows she is the avatar and she can be confident in it now that she has all the things that define the avatar. Plus, I really would just want to see her glow and do more of the avatar state stuff because I find that really cool. But yeah, as always, if you do enjoy this video, please remember to like and subscribe, as it really does help the channel to grow. And if you do enjoy my content and you want to help support the channel, I do have a Patreon, the link will be in the description. Over there, I'm uploading these videos and the full reaction a week in advance. If that's something you're interested in, feel free to check it out. But with that said, let's just dive on in.
Since then, the council was disbanded, and the United Republic elected its first...
Interesting. Good. So,
Commander Boomy retired and moved to Air Temple.
Okay, a lot of exposition.
Korra and her boyfriend, Mako, have been the talk of the town.
Okay, but good. So, the council has been just disbanded, now you have a president. Are they bender? Are they non-bender? What is that? So things have changed since Aman, which is good, because they needed to address that. I wanted something to come from all of it, because there was clearly a lot of inequality in the city.
Never know what creatures lurk in the murky depths.
That's lovely and obvious. I'm already just trying to scare, but something's going to come from that. Yep, some weird squid-looking thing.
What?
Oh, he's dead. He's dead. Oh, you're all dead, is it? Can it, like, oh, whoa. Wait, is that sinking the ship? Is it putting the ship under the water? That's powerful.
It's pro-bending night in Republic.
Music's already off to a great start.
Fan favorites, the fire ferrets are about...
Ah, they fixed it. Yay.
Now, we all know that our last match was garbage. Even Pabu could have done a better job.
Oh, so they're back here. What was your last match? Are you, where are you?
Out there and
are you like starting all over again? Or
are you with me?
Oh, what? New team? Yeah, it's not gonna last long. No, yeah.
Go down in the
great, so new teams. Okay, that's not great.
Fastest knockout in pro-bending history.
Fastest knockout in history.
Mako when I need him.
Why is Korra and Mako just left? I mean, I guess Korra Avatar, so she's choosing to do more Avatar stuff rather than regular stuff. Ooh. Oh, wait, that's fire and water. That's cool. Wait, is that guy a firebender, or it might just be mist? It might just be two waterbenders. Nice. So Mako's working with the police now. Excellent. Okay, now just what are you gonna do? Land on it or? Ah, completely blind the driver. Great. I'm surprised there's not more like road accidents in this place. Like, it's very fortunate that this thing crashes in the middle of the road rather than just driving straight into a building.
Looks like you had some car trouble. Good thing the police are here.
Oh dear, he's enjoying that too much. Planes? What are you doing with the planes?
Since your father was thrown in prison, no company will work with us.
Oh.
We're nearly bankrupt.
Company's going under?
I'm going to the South Pole to meet with someone who can help us put future industries back on.
Are you leading the industry now? I'd assume so. I'd assume she's leading the company, inheriting it. Obviously very sad about it, yes, because your father's gone, but it seems like the right move. And you have the planes now. That's awesome. And you can actually use them for things other than war. Oh, Korra's with them as well. Yeah, her airbending has gotten great. Still want to see like what her style is, because the one bit we saw with Aman, it was very violent compared to other airbenders. Oh, and avatar state. Okay, incredibly controlled.
The avatar state is not to be used as a booster.
Am I going to be right? Is she? Because I thought in the final, she's different with Aang. Aang, it took like he had to be very angry to be part of the avatar state. It needed to be triggered. Korra, I think she's going to be able to trigger it way too easily, and she's going to learn how to, I guess, not use it. I'm assuming she's going to be riled up very quickly, and that's going to trigger it.
I've mastered airbending. Punch, punch, punch!
Yep, punching. Yep, that's great.
Looks pretty good to me.
That's she's not bending the edge, just punching it.
The paperwork's gone through, little brother. From now on, it's 24/7 booby time.
So he's just staying here then. He's definitely got the more childish and immature sides of Aang, didn't he?
Hopefully, our visit to all of the air temples will give you the inspiration you need to...
Ah, and even drew a little face of himself. Yay.
Can we see where Grandpa Aang was born? How many lemurs can I have? I want to get tattoos.
Yes. Oh, yes, go on the tour, please. I want to see the air temples now. What is it like? Because we still have the refugee one in one. What's happening there?
President is in office and I'm not needed on the council. I can finally relax.
True. This means you're now out of a job. So what is his role now? Is he just to... Because he got a badge on him. Is that like his job is to help with airbender culture? Just fully now?
We're gonna have some real fun in my hometown at the Glacier Spirits Festival.
Okay, so we are... Is it going to be a world traveling town? Are we stepping outside of the city this season?
And you can't stop me from going to the festival. Mom already invited me.
Yeah, Katara. Okay. Fun.
Looks like you had some car trouble. Good thing the police are here.
Did you write that beforehand?
Cringy. Okay, but where's Bolin and Asami? Are they invited, or is it just these two?
Huh? Or, when you get to jail, tell them Mako.
You wrote these down, really?
All I do is train all day. It's like Tenzin's totally forgotten how I beat Amon.
Yeah, but...
He's just trying to help you become the best avatar you
Exactly,
can be.
okay. Good relationship, being supportive.
I'm not taking his side,
I'm gonna take a walk.
Okay, why anger? He's being nothing but nice.
You've all gotten so big.
We missed you, Aunt Kaya.
Wait, all the children are here. So that's Kaya.
He's probably scared I'll beat him up like when we were kids.
I'm not scared of you anymore.
I hope you're not getting my daughter into any more trouble up in the city.
Off to a good start, great.
Knock it off, Dad.
Wow, look at all these people that came.
Bolin is here. Is Asami here too?
They came to greet them.
What's that? That's a cool looking ship.
The great chief of the Northern Water Tribe comes to grace us with his presence.
Oh wait, okay, okay, both tribes here, but I'm looking at the background a lot. Is that the Southern Water Tribe now? Is it grown that much that it looks like a giant city? So this is Northern Tribe.
Who are the lovely ladies?
That's Eska and Desna, the chief's children. Desna is a guy.
Nah.
Oh no, sure, I knew that. Oh, and which one is Desna?
I'm guessing the eyeshadows are what's distinguishing them.
Avatar Korra.
Good to see you too.
Tonrock.
Brother.
Oh, they're siblings! Fun! Okay, how did that happen? How did one... Okay, they got separated through the world. That seems interesting. And they obviously don't get along. How on earth do they do the whole chief thing then? Because I would have thought either Katara or Sokka would have become chief or something of the Southern Water Tribe. Gran seemed like the leader of it. And then, of course, you had the Northern Water Tribe, who their heir kind of died. So that probably left an opening.
Traditions change. It's not the end of the world.
Tell that to the sailors who are being attacked by angry spirits.
Interesting.
Some traditions have purpose.
Okay, so we got tradition versus progression. So that thing was a spirit then.
It would be my honor to instruct you in the spiritual ways of the Water Tribe.
Excellent, do it. Get into the spirit stuff. Get back to Aang. Where is he? Are you talking to him?
Tenzin is Korra's instructor. He can give her all the training she needs.
You can still get help from other people. Tenzin probably doesn't know everything. Probably isn't that expert on water culture.
Controls the entire global shipping business. So you're my assistant. Just stand there and don't say it.
I'm just happy these two are in the same scene together because I want them to get along. Of course, I've been told that she doesn't have any bad feelings towards Korra. Great. But of course, Mako, that's very strenuous. And I would assume still maybe iffy, but she apparently is very forgiving. So it's good just to see her with Bolin.
Did you see that? Levitation! It was a foot off the ground! Is that incredible or what?
That's what, not all. What?
It looked like you were just sitting on a pillow.
Oh. Okay, angering the witch people.
Well, why didn't anyone tell me? Now I look like an idiot! Swami, you're fired!
Okay, interesting.
I like you, kid. You're a real straight shooter, just like me. Miss Sato, he's with you?
Mm-hmm.
What is happening?
Future Industries is looking for a partner to handle our shipping.
Sure, but first, you gotta check out my new...
Wait, was that just a green?
Zhu Li, do the thing.
This is so chaotic.
You're gonna love this.
Wait, you made movies? Oh, is this like oh, this is so cool.
Mind-blowing.
Yes, I love it. That's the first time they've done that. Oh, dear.
Romance, action, some funny animal stuff for the kids, you know, whatever. Thanks, Ginger. Go rest your game.
Okay, this guy's fun. He's just kind of crazy, isn't he?
But I'm just concentrating on getting Future Industries back on track. If we could hammer out a deal.
Stop.
Just go along with it.
Look me in the eye.
Oh, this guy's crazy. Just go along with it.
We got a deal!
Okay, great. Oh, this is so random.
We'll hammer out the details at the royal feast tonight. Now, who wants a rocket boat ride?
I like him. He's rich, but he's just very much nuts, isn't he? It's just crazy.
You are a natural assistant.
Yes, get along. Amazing. This is the Southern tribe, isn't it? I love that this has like changed so much.
When this festival was founded, the tribal elders would commune with the spirits. People would watch the brilliant displays of light as spirits danced in the sky.
Interesting.
I've never seen that.
And that is a shame.
So,
Since the Avatar is the bridge between the material world and the
so they've
spirits.
okay. So they've stopped communing with the spirits, and that seems to have made at least one of them angry to sink a ship.
It clear that Tenzin is teaching her.
She can have other teachers.
Every Avatar before you traveled the world to learn. It was Tenzin and your father who kept you secluded.
Okay, that was.
I thought Aang ordered the White Lotus to keep me down.
Okay, wasn't that?
We all did what we thought was best for
And
you.
that obviously turned out to be
Who
wrong.
I train with should be my decision.
And traveling the world seems like the best thing. Look what it did for Aang.
Boomy, don't pick on Tenzin. You know he's always been sensitive.
I'm not sensitive.
Stop picking on him. Oh, Katara. Is she not happy to see her kids fighting like that?
Which was founded to bring our tribes together and restore the ancient balance between our world.
Okay, so this whole festival was founded around when the war ended.
Cheap carnival that celebrates greedy and trivial humans.
Yep, not really, not gonna say anything.
When the North can no longer stand idly by, while our Southern brothers slip into total spiritual decay.
Interesting.
Spirits are already attacking ships in your waters.
Very depressing speech. Do the communing thing now. Just do.
Chief Unalak, everybody. Always great to have him in town. Now, let's have
He
some
didn't listen at all.
dancing otter penguins.
I mean, I guess it's kind of good for the festivities that this guy just pays no attention to the tone of the room and just keeps the party going. Oh, dear, Berlin's just a third wheel. Go hang out with them, see what they're like. They seem just... Oh, no, they kind of seem depressing.
Wish me luck. I'm making my move.
He's going to pick the wrong one, isn't he?
Hey, I'm Bolin. I'm a friend of Korra's. You're Eska, right? Wow, I'm loving these robes.
They're not talking.
I think he is trying to establish some kind of bond with you based on your geographic.
At least he picked the right one, though.
Perhaps it would be interesting to spend time with a person whose ways are so rough and uncultured. You amuse me. I will make you mine.
What?
You mean like a boyfriend or like a slave?
Yes.
Okay, that's confusing. That's vague. Oh, you're probably just both, aren't you?
Unalak offered to train
Is
me.
that Aang?
He says he can teach me about this.
Oh, they got Momo things too.
Tenzin thinks I'm his prisoner, or one of his kids. I'll never finish training with him in charge.
Oh, no. Okay, cool.
We have a winner!
So don't be angry at Tenzin. He's trying to do his best.
South is spiritually unbalanced, and it's the Avatar's job to fix
Yes.
it. But my dad won't even let me think about Unalak teaching me.
Korra's right here. She needs to go do that. She hasn't bridged any spirit stuff yet.
I support whatever decision you make.
Oh, thanks. That's a big help.
He's trying to...
You wanted me to be supportive. Now you want me to tell you what I think? Make up your mind.
Why?
Just forget it.
Okay, why? I feel... Okay, I'm feeling bad for Mako. Why? Okay, it's just annoying. The relationship was done and it has already got issues in it. Just get it sorted.
Naga, what are you doing? Naga, hush.
Howling, that seems unusual. Is that not good?
Quiet, Naga. You'll wake everyone up.
I think it's trying to do that. What's coming?
What is that?
Oh, oh! Oh, dear! Did it kick you? That thing is freaky! That, what, ooh. What is that? Oh, it's so freaky. It's like gas. Not gas, it's solid. Oh, it's... You can't hit that, no. But it seems like you can injure it if it's like, or at least annoy it. You can interact with it, that's something. I'm guessing that's one of the angry spirits. Bending seems to do something to it if you can land a hit. Oh, okay, you moved some stuff then. The explosion, like, just moved it. Can you trap it? Like, how'd it appear? Okay, trapped. And no, it just breaks through. How do spirits interact with bending? We've never seen this before. Aang didn't. I mean, oh no, Heibai. This is so different to Heibai though. Heibai was very destructive. Bending kind of maybe did something. Maybe.
Spirit, why are you angry with us?
Can you do anything here?
What have we done to offend you?
Oh, yeah, no, that's okay. Yeah, we can see expressions on it at least. Okay, Avatar state. Is this gonna do anything? Oh, it's broken into there now. It seems like it's focused at least on Korra, not any innocent people. It might be good to get it out of here. You got her? Okay, Avatar state didn't protect you there. Ooh, the trails on the eyes. What's this? You got its attention. Dude, what are you? Okay, it's changing color. Lights. This is weird. Ooh. Oh, that's like what Aang did with the Ozai thing, with that where they changed colors. Is that it? Feels a lot calmer now.
Go in peace.
Ooh. Okay, this guy's just got all the credibility. Listen to him.
How were you able to control that spirit when no one else...
Was it control?
I've spent my life studying the spirits and learning their ways, but I could teach you everything I...
Yes, the job is yours.
But Korra still has much to learn about airbending, and I hope that going to the air temples will help her connect with the past avatars.
Both are good things, but there's a very imminent threat here.
I can give her the training she needs to be a complete avatar.
I've told you that will not happen.
Why are they so against it?
You keep me locked up, telling me you know what's best, but both of you were powerless against the spirit attack.
Yeah.
I think it's time I had a new teacher.
The anger. Why the anger?
Unalaq has proven he's the only one who knows what I need to learn. I have to go with him.
Yes.
Please, I know you...
But why are they pushing so hard? I feel like they know something. They're so against this. Why? Why are they not telling her the reason for being so hesitant about this?
It has been a pleasure serving you, Avatar Korra.
I mean, it doesn't have to be the end. Once this is done, go back. This feels like a very complicated situation when it doesn't have to be.
I think you forgot a couple of things.
They're gonna leave without him.
Mother, I think I need some time alone with my family right now.
This is your family, Ten. When you get to be my age, you'll be thankful for the time you had with your sibling.
Oh, soccer.
I think it's important that you all visit your father's home together.
Oh, wait, they're all going.
I'm dying to see that laid-back vacation Tenzin I've heard so much about.
Oh, please go together. Can we follow like both of them? Can we follow Korra going through the whole spirit thing and then these lot?
I love you, Mom. We'll see you soon.
Do you think I did the right thing?
What's the right answer?
I'm sorry, but I'm not...
Is she gonna be angry at that?
But I know your heart is in the right place. You'll just have to trust it.
Don't see how she can be angry at that answer. Okay, good.
I know this was a hard decision, Korra. Now it is time to put it behind you and begin your new training.
Why was Tenzin so against this? It seems fine, but why on earth was Tenzin so against this? Okay, that was a great start to the season. I like how it differs from the first episode of season 1, where they introduced very concrete things of what's happening. Introduction to the city, you have Amon, the conflict, and you get like a picture of the villain that Korra can then fight. This one didn't do that. There's no like clear villain here. I feel like there's like hesitation from the father and Tenzin against Korra being taught by this dude. Maybe there's something there, don't know yet, too early to be seen. But right now there's no clear evil going on. What's happened is the spirits have gone nuts and we got a progression versus tradition conflict. So we've gone from bending supremacy to now going into, are they innovating too much and forgetting their traditions and the things that the spirits care about? That is interesting, because I already love how fresh that is and how they very quickly went over all the changes to Republic City with the fall of Amon. There's now a president of Republic City, so there should be more equality now, hopefully, now that the council has been disbanded and there's one person who governs everyone. Kind of hope that he might be a non-bender, but then again, if he is bender, that's not that bad. Because what are you going to do? Never elect a bender again? I guess after the Amon thing, everyone would probably want a non-bender to do it, because they'd probably have the interest of everyone at heart, rather than just a bender. I don't know, whoever he is, I'm sure he's better now, and that could lead to get better change within the city. And at least the council isn't just a council of benders. And there's now a chance for a non-bender to be at the leader and have involvement in the city. Yeah, so again, we immediately go to a new place, so it's not in Republic City. Amazing. So we get to just get the world expanded upon, and we get to see the southern pole and just see how much it's grown since Avatar, which I'm so happy about. We knew that there was going to be a rebuilding effort between the two nations, the south and the north, and now we get to see the effects of it all, and it looks so good. They've got festivals going on, they've got a giant hall which looks so beautiful, and it looks like how the northern tribes place looked during Aang's time. So it's great to see them advance from those small little igloo village to this. And again, world building also has done that, where we get to see the chiefs of the tribe, where Korra is, yep, chief's daughter. I think we knew that in the first one. And we also get to see that her uncle is the chief of the northern tribe. That's interesting on how that happened, because they must have been born in one tribe, and then one of them ended up going to the other. Of course, we've seen that sort of before, because Katara's gran was born in the northern tribe, moved to the southern tribe, and I'd assume she became the elder. Her Koda was the chief, and he would originally be from the northern tribe, technically through lineage and blood, but he was born in the southern tribe, yet he became chief. So it's interesting, I want to know, how did the brothers get separated, and how did one end up becoming the chief of the tribe? Was it just because maybe their parents were the chiefs of both tribes? Maybe it was unifying, maybe they had some sort of union where their parents of the two brothers were married and they were from different tribes, so they unified them, and their children then inherited leadership from both tribes, maybe. But yeah, the conflict with the spirits. I love how we're getting to see the effects of tradition versus innovation. So we're seeing Asami go for the progression stuff and innovation stuff, where we're getting to see the witch and their effect on everything, and a very just enthusiastic witch person, and I liked seeing the moving pictures. It's cool that we're getting to see, because that's another level of innovation and change and progression that's coming. And I think the scene in where the northern chief was basically doing his depressive speech, that was a brilliant scene. It was just showing the conflict between and the contrast between what's happening. Yeah, this guy is giving a very stark warning to everything that's coming. Bad things are going to happen. The tradition is gone. This is a sad place. Then you just have the rich person completely ignore it and then go on to celebrate. That is the main conflict. The traditional person thinks that the rich are and the progressive people are ignoring what came before, where in one side that is true. But then I think the brother, Korra's dad, had a better insight on it, saying that times do change. I guess at that point he hadn't seen any negative effects of not doing the tradition. It'll be interesting to see what he thinks now. Would they do the spirit thing? But again, he wasn't on board with Korra learning it. And that's concerning to me. Why on earth do you not want her learning from him? Why are they so vehemently against it? We know Tenzin. I feel like he must have a good reason for it, but he never stated it. That bothers me. What is so secretive that he can't tell Korra why his reasoning behind that? But yeah, then looking at the other characters, we do get to see Mako and Korra's relationship. That seems to be going well. At least they showed a bit of squabbling here and there, and just that, of course, is Korra trying to balance out her duties as Avatar while also trying to balance a relationship. That I'm assuming would be much more difficult now than Aang's time, because Aang, he could basically do what he wanted. Everyone respected him, the world needed the Avatar, and he could just be with Katara. Nothing would come between that. Now it's a much more bureaucratic sort of thing, where Korra and the Avatar is like an actual job where she needs to be present and balanced between what she's doing and also her relationship with Mako. So I do like that we're getting to see the stress in there and her, I guess, frustration with everything, because she's already quite an, I wouldn't say angry person, but she has a short fuse, and it's cool to see how that goes off when she's pulled slightly with the Avatar thing. But yeah, then Asami and Bumi, love that they're getting more stuff to do together, and because I want them to have a stronger connection, because it feels like those two had the weakest connection within the group, so I love that that's being built on. And we get to meet Kaya and Bumi properly. So we're getting to see all of Aang's children. They seem great. And now I really hope this show does follow them a bit during their air temple journeys. So I would love it if it goes back and forth between Korra and whatever Tenzin's doing. That could be cool, and seeing how that might lead up into a spiritual thing, because that seems it seems like it could work with how airbenders are connected to the spiritual stuff. Why is Tenzin so against dealing with the whole spirit thing? But yeah, then the spirit itself looked absolutely insane. Love the design of that thing. So, because what spirits have we seen? We've seen Ko, we've seen a weird, monkey in the spirit realm, and we've seen Heibai. And that was a panda. We've seen a weird centipede, a panda that turned into a monster. Then we've seen the fish, but that was in their actual real form rather than their spirit form. And then we've also seen the moon spirit. So we've seen all of that stuff. This one looks, there's definitely differences here. I'm guessing it might be just the change of times and whatever's happened. Because now you've got Republic City, which is like a union between all the nations when they were previously separate. The spirits are basically nature. That's what I've understood from it, apart from Ko. Ko just seems like an evil nightmare incarnate thing. At least Heibai was protecting the forest. And the fish represented the moon and the water. So it was like a push and pull. It was natural thing. This thing kind of seems detached from it. So maybe what's happened is the world has become detached from nature with the city, with advancement, with cars, planes, all of this. So spirits have sort of become detached from nature as well, having like a mirrored effect. As people that are living in this world care less about nature, the spirits become distorted and become like a weird mist thing. And when people stop I guess they got corrupted or something because it turned black, and then it got like weird stuff happened with it with the other guy who seemed to make it light, I guess. It made it calm. And when it didn't make it like connected to anything, it just walked off and dissolved. So that was something. So there's still a lot of mystery behind that, and I can't wait to get into it, but I love how much hints it gives us to what is happening and what's going on. First of all, I think this was a really good start to the season. I absolutely love how it sets up the conflict, but also setting up Korra and what she's going through at the minute. So I keep remembering back to Aang, and I think the difference is Aang always knew who he had to be. That was decided for him through what the fate of the world was. The world desperately needed the Avatar, yet Korra, the world is undecided whether it needs the Avatar. So she has to try and find herself and find her place in this. She wants it to be the Avatar and live up to Aang's legacy in a world where it's unsure if it even wants her. I do like that we're getting to see her pushed and pulled in all these different directions, trying to mold her into what the world thinks that it needs her to be. That's kind of what we're seeing through Tenzin, saying he's going to make her the best Avatar, but also not wanting to have her taught by other people. Bit odd. And now we're getting to find out that him and her dad put her into the White Lotus prison thing. I'm going to call it a prison. It's not nice. And then not Aang, which kept her very secluded. It's very interesting because they thought they were doing what was best. That's not a reason. I want to know what actually did they fear with her going to learn across the entire world. So now we're starting to see her take her fate into her own hands. And now, because Tenzin was her advisor, I think, previously, yet also her teacher and mentor, so she would take what he said and did it. Here we're getting to see him conflict with something that seems very reasonable. There's an imminent threat with the spirit, which is the Avatar's job. It's the most basic thing that's said about it. The Avatar is the bridge between the spirit and the human world. And in a world where you don't actually know if you need the Avatar, when there's a spirit problem, that seems like the perfect calling. That's exactly where she's going to want to go, because that is the basic defining thing that the Avatar is. I think it's going to be very interesting to see how she does progress and develop into this, because we've got to see Aang develop into the spirit between the worlds with Heibai. That was his thing. And how he learned that the effect of the spirits are doing is a direct effect of what humanity has done to them. That was basically the lesson he learned. So it'll be interesting to see how Korra resolves this. And we get to see what the humans did to the spirits, because it's always the humans' fault. And how she can sort of rectify it, because they've also set up the progression versus tradition. So how is that messing with the spirits and changing them into this really weird form and very destructive? Because it seems like there's going to be the seasons conflict. And Aang got it in one episode. So it'll be very interesting to see how Korra goes through this when she has a whole season to go through this. But yeah, then Tenzin. Little bit annoyed there that because he was so great in season 1. I love him so much. And I do love him still. But the fact he didn't give a reason for not wanting Korra to go with, I'm not going to remember his name, Northern Water Tribe Chief. And it's going to be a while before I learn his name. But it can't just be that he wants to be the Avatar's one and only teacher. I don't think he's that stubborn. He knows that Aang went around the world to learn and learned from many different masters. I imagine Aang would have told him that countless times. Korra mastered the other bending forms before she went to him, and he was only instructed to teach her airbending and get close to the spiritual stuff. That was it. I don't get why he's so against her going to someone else for a spiritual thing when they've proven that they're perfectly capable to do it. Tenzin couldn't do what this guy did. So why is he so against it? It feels like there's something there. And I want that to find out, otherwise it's just Tenzin being annoying. It's also interesting that Tenzin and the father are the ones that decided Korra not to travel the world to learn. They thought they were doing what was best. To me, that's not a reason. There's got to be some other reason that they decided to go from how long the Avatar's gone on for, they decided to go against how they learnt it. Seems like every Avatar before Korra went around the world, learnt it. That's what we saw from Roku. Aang did it. For some reason, they decided to stop it there and teach Korra differently. Why? Yeah, but aside from the mysteries that Tenzin's character now presents, I want to follow him going through the Airbender temples. I want to see what that's like, because now he's with his family, we get to see Kaya, we get to see Bumi. I hope we get to see all of that, and we get to follow both Korra and Tenzin and just see how that happens. Because I can see that could be perfectly joined back together because it could be that Tenzin's learning to be part of the spiritual stuff as well. Because we haven't seen him do anything spiritual other than meditate. Yet airbenders are meant to be the closest one to the spiritual world. So maybe this is another journey for both Korra and Tenzin to both get closer to the spirit. Maybe Tenzin's the one that can learn it through going through the air temples, while Korra has to learn it through going through her own tribe. And then at the end of the season, they can come back together, with newfound knowledge of the spirits, both connect to it, and they can both solve whatever issue's going to happen. Then Mako, I do like his involvement right now, so we're getting to see him very close to Korra, and it's clear that their relationship and their duties have taken them away from pro bending, because of course Bolin is now left with new teammates, and I think he's been knocked out very quickly. I don't know if that's the end of pro bending for this season, if that is him just out of it completely, or if he's got another... I mean, I would assume so. They're now away from the whole place, unless they're going back to Republic City. I'm guessing it's ended there. But it's interesting that his relationship with Korra has pulled him away from the rest of the group. It does feel like there's a little gap there, because his relationship with Asami, that's ended now, I'd assume, completely. I've been told that Asami is very forgiving, so I'm guessing she doesn't hold any hard feelings against him, but we still need to see them get along, and I'm still... Would Mako feel awkward about being around her? Because it feels like Mako and Korra's relationship could distance themselves from Bolin and Asami and put a wedge within the group. Because that's what I liked about Avatar. All of them were friends before you had any relationship form. Here, it seems like the relationships have come before they form together as actual close friends. Yeah, we're getting to see them working with the police force now. We've got a Lin name drop, so he's working with Lin, and he's close to being detective. Awesome. So he now has a position, and he's gotten to a role of defending the city. I do like what that means for how his involvement with the main plot can be. Because I remember in season 1, I kind of got a bit about his involvement, since it was just the pro-bending thing being destroyed and him just being with Korra. I wanted something a bit more. This kind of does it for me. It means that he's now taken an oath or sworn to protect the city, and you can see that just... So whatever threat comes to the city, he'll be there to defend it. Plus now we also have the relationship with Korra, so since he is Korra's boyfriend, he will help her in whatever fight that she needs. Then Asami and Bolin, so happy that they've gotten their own little storyline in this episode where those two can just be together. Because they're a duo that I want to just be friends the most. Because they feel like the weakest connection to... Because Asami and Mako feel like the main ones of the group. I think in Avatar they all felt very much focused. Here, Mako and Korra, they're the main. Asami and Bolin a little bit left behind. So I do like that those two are getting along now, and that they can be built up and they can be just as in focus as the other two. And just that those two are getting a relationship and a dynamic between them, I'm very happy with. Because I wanted them to get a little thing, some kind of friendship between them. Because Mako and Korra's is quite strong, this is a good sort of dual thing to go alongside it. So in the friend group, they've got both two things going strong alongside each other. It's not just one dominating the group. So then looking at Asami and Bolin's little story, we get introduced to a crazy, maybe philanthropist or businessman, I don't know. He seems rich, he seems crazy, and he's basically the definition of innovation. Going with the movie thing, going with the deal with Asami without like negotiating whatever. He's basically just throwing money at anything, and that's clearly like the perfect example of what the Northern Chief was talking about. He is blinded by his wealth, just going for innovation, throwing money at everything, and ignoring what came before it. So I do love that we've got this now perfect example in there of what's wrong with this world. So it'll be interesting to see how the conflict continues, and this guy maybe mirrors it. Maybe this guy can change with the way the world changes, because the spirits need to be resolved. And I feel like the only way to resolve that is to have people connect more with nature. And I feel like this guy being the example of progression, fix things, you could easily show him getting more in touch with nature, maybe become less, throw money at things, and that could be a good just way to picture and show off how the conflict gets solved. Yeah, then for world building, I love that this season steps outside of Republic City. Republic City is just insane in itself, but you have so many amazing locations in the Avatar world aside from it, so I'm loving that we're getting to see it 100 years later, and we're getting a good, solid thing go on there. A festival related to the spirits. We're getting to see the Southern Pole and how it's built up over time, and the relationship between the brothers that now are the heads of both tribes across the globe. There's so many mysteries, I guess, going on there, like how did they end up being separated like this? Why are they so against each other? And then we have the whole spirit thing, and I think that's a huge world-building aspect, because they've changed. They have become weirder and smoky or gaseous. It definitely reminds me so much of Heibai. Heibai, all the spirits are weird, so it's not like they've changed it that much. I think the spirits are just weird in general. I'm trying to think, is the fact that it's a gaseous thing relevant, or is that just the design of it? Because Heibai was weird, yet it was a panda. Ko was a centipede. You had the monkey thing in there. You had the fish. All the spirits have been very different, so I'm assuming the smoky thing is just the way the spirit looks. But it was purple first with yellow eyes, and it was attacking. And then it turned golden. So there's clearly like a corruption going on. It seems different from what Heibai was, because they did the weird light show thing. So I do like how it's both a similar conflict to the one Aang went through, but also adds different elements to it. Because my first assumption would be something going on in the human world. They did something that you need to then fix for the spirits. But then you also have this new element, which could mean a new thing that needs to be solved. As for the conflict of this season, I'm so happy with it. I like it so much. tradition versus progression. Such a good contrast. Season 1 being bending supremacy, that sort of thing. That was a very good storyline, and it was one that you could so easily imagine in Avatar, with having non-benders versus these people that can do amazing things. And now we're going to the innovation side of things, and this is such a good sort of thing. And again, it's relevant to today. How much do you want to innovate at the cost of forgetting tradition? What traditions do you keep? What do you just send away? What ones are important? What ones actually have an impact on things that we don't even see? I can always see how this conflict does progress and does get solved in the end. Because like Aman's one, that was, I think, solved in a very good way, with first defeating the man, but then having the idea be defeated as well. This one, it's not combating an idea, it's trying to find a balance between what's going on here. Because you're seeing, because right in our world, we don't see like the effects of tradition if they're forgotten. Maybe we see it in society with things changing. Here we have a direct thing that's happening. They're forgetting traditions and something is coming and attacking them because of it. It's very direct. So it's going to be interesting to see how they play with these ideas and how they continue, because they can't just stop progressing, but how can they, because I would assume the major thing happening here is to respect the spirits and to keep some traditions going. Because like that's like the easiest answer to solve this. Do whatever happened at the end of the Spirit Festival, appease the spirits, do whatever, and that solves the issue. Like there's got to be more to it, and I cannot wait to see what they play around with it and how they can just make it feel and resonate with us in our world. As for what's next, this episode has made me so excited for the rest of the season. I love that we haven't gotten a clear villain yet. I'm assuming there will be one, unless the whole spirit issue is the villain. But I really just like that it's different from season 1, where you don't have a clear antagonist that you're waiting to show up. Now I can look and see what the spirit thing is, and I can appreciate that more instead of just wanting to see whatever the face of the antagonist is going to be. But then super excited to see Korra just out in the world rather than just Republic City and being shouted by Tenzin and her father. So she now gets to do more. We get to see the spirit side of things, and that is her progression. We get to see her connect more with the spirit world, because I guess her only one has been with Aang when she unlocked the Avatar state. Don't know if it's happened since, but now we're getting that in-depth look into how she deals with spirits, and that seems what her goal will be for the end of this season. But yeah, overall, I really enjoyed this episode. I think it was a great start to the season, sets up everything so well, and also it plants a lot of mysteries that now I've got my head spinning. Why does Tenzin so vehemently against Korra learning from this guy? What happened between the brothers that put them on edge like this? And what is making the spirits go this nuts? And what's the techniques that's being used to do all this and calm them? We're seeing like this random guy be able to connect with the spirits and do this. That is interesting, and I can't wait to see how all of that gets resolved and just get to see this conflict get explored through Korra and this world. I think my major hopes are going to be just seeing the group together and just maybe in a more relaxed way at the start, because now I think, because yeah, Sami joined rather late and right in the heat of the conflict, so now I want to see all the group together when we're starting off and just seeing in a more relaxed setting, so they can all just gel more without the whatever impending threat is right at their doorstep. So we'll get them as a group during the build-up. Like, just that's what my little hope. But yeah, I think this season will be very good. I love the conflict and I love the spirit side of everything. And I think it's very clear where Korra's character can go and just how she's being pulled between everything that's going on. But yeah, with that said, that does bring me to the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you thought about this episode in the comments. And with that said, I will see you in the next one. See ya!